Hey, what's up everybody? Legend coming at you from Grand Prairie, Texas, right in between Dallas and Arlington, where Six Flags is, about 5 minutes away from Six Flags, at the Ripley's Museum. Kind of a cool exterior on this Ripley's Museum, very different than a lot of the ones I've been to. This video, we're just going to show you around the museum and see, check things out. So once you go inside, there's a whole bunch of different attractions in here. There's a mirror maze, a wax museum that'll show up in a different video, laser maze, a gift shop, the Ripley's Believe It or Not museum. You can make wax hands. There's a Triotech 7D theater, all sorts of stuff. There's also well, I'm not really sure what's going on here, but there we go. We're gonna enter the Believe It or Not museum through this ship thing. Guys, let's take a walk through the Ripley's Believe It or Not museum. All sorts of interesting and weird stuff here, starting with a shrunken head. You start out in an area themed towards ships with some really nice, pretty good theming elements here. Now, one thing about Ripley's museums is that you'll find a lot of these after you've already paid your admission costs. They try to get more money out of you by selling things like souvenir pennies and different games. This one's actually pretty cool because it's got a, a ventriloquist dummy version of Robert Ripley on it. Photo op with a shark. Vampire killing kit. What I love about these museums, sure, some of the trinkets are neat, but I love the themed environments.
You won't find pennies like these everywhere.
Yep, stuff like that. So very limited motion. Skeleton guys up there, Scrimshaw turtle stuff, and I love all like the goofy interactive stuff. Like, oh, live cargo, open immediately. Open. And then it makes noise. Stuff like that. Headed inside here. I like that this one has a lot of different rooms. So you gotta open the doors a lot of times. There's a mirror where you can try and roll your tongue like these guys. Now I believe this is probably my favorite room in the museum. It's kind of like your wax figures of some of the various freaks and attractions and things like that. Like Lizard Man, who actually, I've met him once. Love the eye-popping guy. And they've got an animatronic of the world's tallest man, Robert Wadlow, which is cool. I've not seen one of these with like an animatronic figure in it. And you guys know me, that I love AA figures, so whenever you get one of these, I'm a fan. Some of the others here, it's one of the Pudang women of Burma, and a very, very large person. I'm going to give it a minute for Mr. Wadlow to do his thing. There he goes, and he's an animatronic figure that stands up. So I think that's really cool. Love AAs. And then more stuff you can buy over here if you really love one of those characters. I do like this. They do have one with the exact Odditorium on it, with that cool entrance. Moving along, you have some different portraits and things like that. Optical illusions. Let's see, it looks like we're going into the Curiosity Shop. The Ripley's old Curiosity Shop is next. A couple of old-timey artifacts in here. Not the most interesting room. This human hair vest. That's something, but again, theming level is cool. Push open these giant doors, see where it takes us next. And we are in a cave. A creepy, creepy cave. Those are the only two people I've seen the entire time I've been in here, so many have tried to steal the jewel of life and death and fails, and so shall you. Pluck the jewel from the eye socket of the skull. This is... It's a kind of like a hologram thing. It kind of scared me there. We're in the Lost Temple section. This, I think, is the best themed area of the museum. Peruvian skull. Now, I don't know why somebody would do this. There's a vending machine that sells all sorts of bug stuff. Like that's weird. A couple more exhibits and another shrunken head. Love this guy here. Obviously, this is done up as a firewalking kind of demonstration. It looks like you're walking over coals. Past the giant skull dude. Cool photo up here with this altar kind of chair. Very cool area. This is neat. a little creepy, especially being like the only one in here, but it's kind of neat. Let's see what's coming up next as we move out of the temple and into a theater of some type. I guess you could sit down and watch clips from the TV show. And then it looks like, time for the old spinning tunnel, which is good. We didn't get the spinning tunnel at Horror Nights this year, so you get it here at the Ripley Museum. Always kind of like, this doesn't come across well on camera, but it's really trippy walking across this kind of thing. Yep, and almost fell over. All right, let's see what else we got next. Texas rattlesnake rattle art. That's something. A shooting gallery coming up. See, like, this doesn't bug me too much. I didn't even know they had their old pinball game, so that makes sense having that in there. But then I don't love that they have something like this. Like, this is a giant space taken up by this upcharge attraction for a shooting gallery. Like, I don't think that's, after you paid your money to get in here. This was actually something I thought was neat. This is the Frozen Shadows exhibit is up next. Gonna hit this button.
Stand against the opposite wall and strike a pose.
Strike a pose.
Don't look into the flash.
I will not look into the flash.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yep. All right.
Now check your shadow on the wall.
And there's me with the camera. That's snazzy. I like that. All right. Got some brain teaser kind of stuff here and stuff like that. Trippiness. Look at that thing. That is trippy. This I thought was really cool. You move this knob here, and it slows it down or speeds it up. So you could go really fast, or you could go really slow. That's a simple thing, but it's well done. Got some interesting like trash art and stuff like that over here. All sorts of different, ladies' fashions. But what I really like, my favorite part about this room is this here. This crazy, like, I get a kind of a Harry Potter vibe from it. And this is made out of matchsticks. And it's tall. I mean, this is probably a good 4 feet tall, but it's really neat. Some more different exhibits and things like that. A bedpan guitar. All right, let's see what's up next. There's some little things you can play with, the gears or a giant light bright. Or, I love the pinwall. I'm gonna do my face. I think I'm gonna do my face. Oh, there's a room right there. Turn my hat around backwards. Put my face into this thing. And come around the other side, and there I am. Kind of creepy. All right, I guess in the era of Instagram, you really need like an Instagram type of wall thing, and they've got one here. So this is something I thought was really neat. They've got a revolving art that changes. So like now it's a bird, and it's gonna keep spinning, and it's gonna show something else. Now it's a fish. Like, that's cool. We got a simple blower kind of thing here. Float the balls. Alright, some funhouse mirrors. Some more little random facts here. I do like this as a Disney guy. It's Tigger on this side. And then when you go to the other side, it's Piglet and Eeyore. Alright, we're going into a very dark room here. Oh, that's my feet. I can see my feet. I'm waving. You can see the camera. Oh, this is all sides of trippy. Trippy. Now this is really fun if this museum was busier. If you remember that exhibit I showed you about 5-10 minutes ago where you rolled your tongue? Well, it's a two-way mirror, so you get to see all the goofy people try it. Not today, because there's nobody here. All right, and that'll do it for the museum. As like most attractions, it exits through the gift shop. So I love the bathroom in here. They've got different fun facts and stuff like that, and buttons you press this. It's bathroom noise, like it's just pure shenanigans. And then I believe there's an effect over here. Yep. Weird, right?
Newspaper with them in the bathroom?
Yeah, it's definitely unique. Never seen something like that in a bathroom before, I don't think. A man that shows up in the mirror. So outside the museum, we got some cool art stuff. You got this giant scrap metal gorilla, and then some dinosaurs, a metal triceratops, Tyrannosaurus Rex. All right, what do we got over here? It's a car part dinosaur, and then a stegosaurus. Looks very Transformers-esque. Also outside, you've got this giant exhibit showing off Crochet Alliance, which is apparently the largest single-handed crochet sculpture in the entire world. I would believe it. Yes, it's very large. It's just a giant ball made out of barbed wire. Weighs 3 tons, 17 miles of wire. Pretty cool, Chinese metal dragon. It very much feels like a giant Mushu. Wrapping things up outside is the giant redwood tree. And that'll do it. That sort of shows you the Ripley's museum. I was in there for about an hour and a half or so. I did the Ripley's museum and I did the wax museum. I think out of the two, I like the wax museum better. It's, you know, it's okay. It's weird that normally these are things that they're in places like Gatlinburg or International Drive. To find one sort of randomly here in the middle of Texas, definitely a bit on the different side. But if you're looking to kill a couple hours while you're in town like me, I've got a flight tonight and I had to, you know, kill some time. It was a decent way to spend a couple hours. And if you have kids too, probably might keep them out of the scary side of the House of Wax, but not a bad place to spend a few hours. Thank you guys for watching.